Today, let's talk about lung congestion tea, a do-it-yourself remedy for getting rid of lung congestion for colds and flus and just opening up your lungs so you feel great. Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist. Get healthy now. Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist here. Well, today I want to show you how to make a wonderful lung congestion tea, which is really great for opening up your lungs, great for colds and flus, just helping you in general. Put a little honey in there. It can be a very stimulating drink. And that sweetness really is really good. Well, it's really simple. You can either use a lemon or a lime, or you can use a small orange and cut this thing in. They don't happen to have a lime, so cut it in 4 pieces, and you're going to put that into a saucepan. Drop it in and cut it all cut up, and also some eucalyptus leaves. So I happen to have a couple small ones, but put those in there also. Some oregano leaves, 4 oregano leaves. These happen to be big ones, so I only put 2 in. 2 sage leaves, which are, this is not rocket science, so you don't have to be that exact. So a couple sage leaves also, or some powder. You can use this also in powder. It won't make any difference whatsoever. Also some Boswellia powder and marshmallow root powder and 2 peppermint leaves and a ½ teaspoon of Elecampane powder and a ½ teaspoon of Osha Root powder and a couple teaspoons or more of honey and 3 cups of filtered water and simmer for 30 minutes. I'm going to go through that again. I have a lemon or a lime or a small orange, and you cut it into 4 pieces and you put it into the pot. Eucalyptus leaves, put it in there, 2 of them. 4 average size oregano leaves, or a couple of the big Cuban size in there. A ½ teaspoon of mullein leaf powder, or a half of a mullein leaf, which is pretty big actually, so just a half. And 2 sage leaves, or a ½ teaspoon of sage powder. A ½ teaspoon of Boswellia, which is an anti-inflammatory. ½ teaspoon of marshmallow root powder. If you have the real marshmallow root, it won't grow here. So if you have that, great. 2 peppermint leaves, ½ teaspoon of Elecampane powder. If you have the fresh, that's all the better too. ½ teaspoon of Osha Root, also powder. It's kind of hard to find, but it's really great stuff for the lungs. A couple teaspoons or more of honey, and 3 cups of filtered water, and simmer for about 30 minutes, and that will really do a great job. And when you really get it to, it's steaming like everything, put a towel over your head and breathe in the vapors, until all the vapors go away. And then you're left with, a warm pot of tea, and let it cool a little bit. You want it pretty warm when you drink it, and drink it. I recommend drinking it throughout the day or all at one time. And it's about 3 cups, so drink it all down. It'll really do a great job of loosening up the lungs and really help with the congestion of that cold or flu, and really do a wonderful job. And you'll start to feel better in no time. I've worked with this with a lot of people, and they all exclaim it is really wonderful. And it will keep in the fridge, actually. It's really important, though, for about three days, but it's really important that you do the breathing in of the vapors. And you could change this recipe if you want. Maybe you want to add something else in the way. Also, it could be like aspirin. Aspirin, if you got a fever and you need to lower your fever, put in a couple of aspirin. That really works too, and they'll dissolve, and it really will help with your fever. You could add other things. If maybe you have a little anxiety going on with your cold or flu also, maybe you could put it in a little ashwagandha, and that will help also. Whatever you feel you need at the moment. Maybe you want to put in some vitamin C at the same time. A couple teaspoons of vitamin C would do a great job. all kinds of different things that you could put in and would help you in a great way. So, make this a formula that you really enjoy. And also you could add flavorings too. Maybe you want to put in maybe a couple drops of clove oil, no more than that. Or you could put in, 10 or 12 cloves also. You can put that in there. That's really antiviral and helps with everything, and colds, flu is really a great thing, and also helps with pain too. So really a nice thing to help with the body in general. Maybe you want to put in some old man's moss, and old man's beard moss. They call it old man's beard, and that really kills a lot of viruses and bacteria and that type of thing. Shred up some of the moss and put it in there and simmer it, like I said, for 30 minutes and drink that down. That'll help in general also. There's about a few hundred things you could change this to, and maybe you want to put a little vanilla in it. Maybe you want to put a little orange, juice with it. Whatever you want, it will help in general and make a big difference in how you feel, so you can breathe deeply. Also, you might want to do some breathing exercises. That really helps. Also, breathing in the vapors as you're doing this. Try breathing in really deep and letting it out slowly. And breathing in and letting it out slowly. So we can open up those lungs and allow those, pulmonary vessels to help move some of this vapor in deeper into the parenchyma of the lung itself and down into our circulatory system. Because when you breathe this in, it actually goes into your circulatory system. So it'll get all throughout all your body and help in a great way. And the marshmallow root also helps with inflammation. The Boswellia helps with inflammation. Also, the Osha root really helps with colds and flus and all kinds of viruses. Oregano is well known for, healing all kinds of things. And also, you can take and mash the orange, the lemon, or the lime and get even more flavor out of it before you drink it. And kind of, it's like making a hard drink, muddle everything, the mint or something. You just get in there and mash it up a little bit and release those oils so that you really get a lot of healing going on. Also, like I said, drink it down as much as possible. Also, I want to put a little plug in for my wife, Flora, that she speaks English and Spanish. So if you are interested in wonderful oil infusions that she makes, anywhere from muscular rub, joint ache rubs, to thieves oil, to massage oils, to rest and relaxation, or she has some for invigorating and all kinds of different things. Call my wife Flora, Flora, at 787-504-5770. 787-504-5770. Or email her at floraperezgaray@gmail.com. And she'll send you information about all her wonderful oils. And she's doing gangbusters actually on Facebook. So I want to show you the email there, floraperezgaray@gmail.com. And here's her phone number, 787-504-5770. And she puts her heart and soul into making these, and she does it all herself. So really great stuff. So if you feel like having some wonderful oil blends that really make a difference, give my wife a call. If you want to do a consultation, I ask for a $50 donation, and we can get you on the road to really healing. Had a man yesterday with macular degeneration, and getting him on the right track to healing, stopping that progression and getting him into good health in general. And I think that's really, really, really important. Another man yesterday with high blood pressure, ED, and all kinds of different things. So we can get you on the road to health and feeling really great. Don't wait till it gets bad. It's easier to move now. And all my contact information is at the end of the video, and also if you hit click on show more, it's all there. I want you to remember a couple things. Remember God, and remember I love you.